Hi Pisces, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna. Excuse me, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to give you one from the Archangel Michael. So let us see what's going on. Just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for my new subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for being here, letting me just give you some kind of guidance. Also, for the ones that have been here since day one, appreciate you guys. You have my back, and I love you, all of you guys, all of you, new ones and the ones that have been here. Thank you so much for still letting me be here to guide you in some kind of way. All right, so Pisces, let's get started on your reading. See what's going on for you. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is for Pisces for their highest good. One card from the from the Oracle card. And it says, choosing your path, all is possible. Wow. This is very interesting. So if you see this man, he doesn't know yet what path he's going to take. But it's like you don't know yet. You can't see clearly, but you're going to choose whichever direction it is. And whatever direction it is that you're going to pass, I feel like you're at a crossroads. So whatever direction you're going to pick, it's like you can't win or lose. You're going to be on this path, and it's going to take you somewhere. So good. So just keep going, okay? I just feel like you're to think positive in whatever it is that you're doing, and that you're going to be on the right path, okay? And then you have one from Archangel Michael. Why is Archangel Michael does he want to say to Pisces for their highest good? This is for, oh, okay. Okay. So it says, angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Archangel Raphael, emerald green light, why I enhance your strength. Wow. So Archangel Raphael is an angel of healing. So Archangel Michael is telling him to heal you within, your emotions and how you're feeling and your health. So really take that, take a deep breath and take that in, because that is good. Very nice. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, for being here. All right, so guys, let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is for Pisces for their highest good. One card for the current, one for the situation, one for the past. Oh, one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Wow. Wow, there's a lot here. All right. Just scoot this over here. All right, so you start off with the Hierophant here. Definitely looking for some answers. I feel like you're doing some soul searching, even looking at your traditional values and religion values. I feel like you are very divinely guided here also, Pisces. You have the Death card here also for your situation, and I do feel like you're going through a transitioning phase right now. I feel like you're transitioning to something, like you're changing within you and around you. Things are definitely going to change because you do have the Death card here. Like the old you is no longer you. Like something new has, you've grown, matured, like seen things now clearly. You have the Four Cups for the past, and the Four Cups, maybe you were very, not focused enough. Maybe there were opportunities around you that you didn't see. We'll see with the other cards. You also have the Ace of Wands here for what's hidden. Ace of Wands is talking about growth, having new ideas, being on the right path, being very inspired, having projects, starting new projects, which is very nice. A new cycle is here, definitely. You have the Nine of Cups here for the hopes and fears. The hopes and fears is talking about, the Nine of Cups is talking about that, you know, you're very content, you're feeling accomplished, you know, to look at everything that you have accomplished. You step back and look at everything, you know, from, you know, being like years before, where were you at till now, you know, and for you to be content, to be grateful for what you have, big and small, to have gratitude. They have the Page of Swords here for your what you need to do now, and they're asking you to really speak your truth about things. I feel like you could be learning something new. I feel like you need to have better communication towards whoever you're around more, your significant other, your family. You just have to have better communication. I feel like you need to speak your truth also. For the tower, you have in what you need to work on. You know, things, the tower brings change. So there's something here that's going to change for you, or you need to change something. And then you have the Knight of Swords here for the outcome, and you know, you're going to be like very successful, you're going to be feeling excited, you know, you're going to want to start something new, definitely. But they're asking you not to do things like quickly. They want you to have patience and really be objective when you're doing decisions. Wow. All right, so Pisces, let's see what's going on for you. When we clarify these cards, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right, here we go, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. The Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Okay, why is the Hierophant here? For Pisces. This is for Pisces. All right, so you do have the King of Cups here. You have the King of Cups and you have the Devil card. So I feel like you've been looking for a lot of answers. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. Like I said, you know, you are very divinely guided. I also feel like, you know, you're looking at your traditional values, you know, your morals and, you know, your religion a lot more. You have the Devil card and the King of Cups, and I feel like with the Devil card that at times, you know, you could be feeling like you're trapped, or you could be going back to the same patterns over and over, or even just habits that were not good. You know, I feel like with the King of Cups here, I feel like you're able to, that even though you feel the way you feel, you know, you don't let your emotions get in the way of doing things, of making decisions. You know how to handle them pretty good. But there is something here about you feeling like you could be, like you're trapped, or like I said, doing the same pattern over and over. And I feel like that has to change. And I feel like you want it to change, you know, because deep down, the King of Cups is about emotions. You know, he knows how to handle himself, but he has a lot of emotions, and he knows how to speak his truth also. So just know that he is the king, you know, so he didn't get there by, you know, hiding himself. So it's like they want you to speak your truth about how you feel and what you're feeling. Okay, so it's okay to tell people your feelings. You know, it's okay to tell people how you feel, because that's how you feel, you know. So wow. And then you have the Death card here. And why is the Death card here in the situation? Remember that you do know how to handle your feelings, but this feeling of going back to the same old patterns and you know, feeling trapped, you know, that's something that you need to really work on. You have the Eight of Pentacles and one more card. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, guys. So, you know, when we get the same card here, you have the Death card in one card. This was the first card that came out, and it was right here. You got the next card, and that's the Death card. That is the same card, you guys. That's crazy. I mean, you know, it's like they're really trying to tell you, you're going through this big transition. You're going through this big change right now. You know, you're going to be feeling emotional. You're going to be feeling like you need to change everything. You know, the things that you used to do, you're no longer going to do it. You're going to do things differently. So just know that. they're saying that with the Eight of Pentacles also, that with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like, you've been working very hard. You've been working hard at everything that you want, for you not to give up, even though you're going to go through all these changes, or you're going through it right now, the transition, the metamorphosis, what they call it, the transformation, because we're transforming ourselves into something new, something better. We're not doing the same stuff that we used to. Like, we're not walking on eggshells for other people. We're not, bending down, or, throwing us, walking on, putting things under the carpet and not dealing with it. You're changing to the point where you're going to deal with everything. You're going to put everything out there, whether other people like it or not. You're just going to do it. Wow, that's crazy. You do have the Eight of Pentacles, like I said, and you've been working very hard towards your material success that you're trying to achieve. I feel like you are going to reap the rewards. You could also be changing a career here. I feel like it could be changing careers also for some of you guys. But you are going to reap those rewards because you are making the effort of working very hard, and the universe does see that. So it's really nice. Wow, that's big. You do have the Four of Cups here for the past. We're going to leave this in the past because I feel like you were very disconnected at times, and I feel like you could have missed some kind of opportunity here. So they want you to be more focused, okay? And we're going to leave that in the past. Let's go to the Ace of Wands. And why is the Ace of Wands here in the what's hidden? One more card. Wow. Yep. All right. So you do have the Two of Cups here. So with the Two of Cups, there could be some kind of offer coming in for yourself. I feel like you're connecting with your higher self. Like, you're seeing things differently. You're using your intuition more, which is very nice. This is good for you because Pisces, you're very intuitive. Just know that. There's some kind of offer. You're trusting yourself more, which is very nice. And you're using your higher self, and your higher self is using your intuition. So it's good. With the Queen of Swords here, I feel like you really need to put your foot down. I feel like you're going to also have clarity, but you need to put your foot down to where you need to stand up for yourself. Okay, like the thing, because you're very direct. You could be very direct, very honest. How, the Queen of Swords, she knows how to tell it all. She doesn't hold back. She's going to tell you how she feels, and that's you. They're telling you, they're telling you, stand up for yourself, believe in yourself, stand up for yourself, be strong, because you can handle anything, Pisces. You can. Then you have the Nine of Cups down here. And why is the Nine of Cups here for Pisces? One more card. Wow. Okay, so, really have gratitude for everything that's coming in, everything that's here for you, even all these changes that you're going through. Really be grateful for everything, big or small. Have gratitude, okay? Because it does take you a long way. It does. Being grateful for everything is like great. It takes you a lot. It takes you a long way. The doors open when you're very grateful for everything. So you have the Ten of Swords here, and you have the World card. So definitely something here has come to an end with the Ten of Swords. It could have been a painful ending, something like, could have been a death. It could have been an end of a relationship. Something ended in your life or came to a close, and, but you need to remember that when something like this happens, it always turns right back to a one. So this ending is going to lead you to a new beginning, and it will, because you have the World card. The World card is saying there's a new cycle here. The world is going to be turning for you. Things are going to change for you more, but it's going to be better for you. You're going to see better things that are going to come into your life, because something that you were dealing with, whatever it was, you're not going to be feeling like that anymore. Things are going to get better, because when this Ten of Swords comes in, even though it's a painful Ten of Swords, it's lessons that we need to learn, or things that we have to go through, because we need to see the truth. We needed to see something about it. So just know that. You have the Page of Swords here, and what you need to do now. Why is the Page of Swords here? One more card. So with the Page of Swords here, I felt like you needed to have some kind of communication. I feel like you need to speak your truth also and see the truth in things. I feel like you before you speak out about anything, really do your research about it. Don't just go and take somebody's word for it. Really see the truth in it. Okay. I also feel like you are definitely moving forward. I feel like you're going to have a lot of new ideas also, but you're still thinking about the past, and I still feel like you're going through a healing also, because you do have the death card. You have it here twice, so you are going through this big transition. You're thinking about the past, about memories and things that have happened to you, with the Six of Cups, being very nostalgic, maybe thinking about your childhood, or thinking about your parents, or everybody that's passed, whatever it is, you're being very nostalgic. And I feel like you're also going through a healing with this Six of Cups. When we go through a healing, it takes a lot from us. We're very emotional. We cry all the time, because we're thinking a lot. We're thinking, wow, I wish I could have spent more time with this person, or I wish I could have gone over there, or I wish I could have done this. And it just, it comes up to the surface, and they're telling you, just let it come up, and you know, because you're going through this healing, you're going through this big transition where you're changing. You need to deal with these emotions. You also have the Hermit card, and the Hermit is here to tell you that, go within, take some time for yourself and breathe, and just take some alone time and just breathe and meditate. Go for a walk outside. Don't be so busy with life that you can't find that stillness, every once in a while, because you need it. Wow. And then you have the Tower for what you need to work on. Why is the Tower here? One more card. Oh, you came into your own reading. How nice. How nice is that? So you do have the Moon card here. You have the Tower, and then you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is talking about change, and definitely you are, because there is change here. You have the Tower card, and you have the Knight of Wands, so there is change, but you're moving forward. You're not gonna, you don't want to look back. You're just gonna move forward. Okay. I feel like there is a lot of change here. I feel like you're going to be excited, but I feel like you need to really see things clearly, okay? Because when the Moon card shows up, the Moon is like, it's almost like you're not really seeing things clearly, and you really need to take your time and see it, okay? Have patience, really slow down, and really see things clearly. You need to. Because remember, the Moon card gives us the illusion of things that are there, but they're not really there. Okay, so they're telling you, really look at things clearly and slowly. But there is a lot of change coming in for you, so be ready for that. You have the Knight of Swords here, and why is the Knight of Swords here for? Pisces, one more card. Wow, it's crazy. Whew. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, and the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, like I said, have patience for everything. There is success here. There's happiness. There's also opportunities. So be ready. Okay, things are gonna move fast. So be ready for that. Believe in yourself and don't give up on anything, Pisces. Okay. And focus. You have the Four of Cups again, so they want you to be more focused. Focus on everything. Focus on what you need to. Try not to, try not to rush into things. Okay, take your time on decisions and stuff like that, but really see things around you, because there's going to be opportunities. The Queen of Wands is here. When the Queen of Wands shows up, okay, when the Queen of Wands shows up, it means that, for you to be more assertive, for you to, have the confidence that you can, the determination that you can keep going, and not give up, okay? Because, she's holding a sunflower. She's got sunflowers behind her. She's got this big old stick of growth, The sunflowers, they only go towards the sun. They grow in the sun. They're going towards the sun, and that's her. She doesn't stay in the dark. She doesn't want to be sad all the time. She wants to go where the light is, because she's so determined to go do what she needs to do, so they're asking you, don't give up on anything, even if it feels like, I'm never going to get through this. Don't give up. Be determined to move towards the light, to see everything, that all these changes that are going to come in, that it's going to be for the better, because they are. Have patience for everything. Okay, find your strength, your confidence to keep pushing forward, Pisces. All right, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.